Hello everyone, I'm that bout of food poisoning you got one time on holiday, and we're playing Kingdom... No, we're not. Jesus Christ. We're playing NieR Automata. Great start, I'm just so used to saying we're playing Kingdom Hearts, because that's literally all I've been doing. Do you know how long it took me when I first played this game to figure out you could do this? And I want to drop down actually, because I want to get that chest. I don't know, I can't remember what it entails. But, yes. Ah! So, I was reviewing the content that I recently recorded of this game, and I'm actually so happy that I think I've got the microphone level right for once in my life, which is great. I've got the microphone level right, which has been a huge struggle for me to get correct, and I think I've got it. Obviously it's still not great quality, but it's a lot better than it was, considering you can hear me a lot better. So, some of you might think that's a disadvantage, but hey. This is actually a really fun boss fight as well. I really enjoy this boss fight. I remember recording this thinking, oh, this is a really fun boss fight, like first time around recently, before my PS4 died. And find out some really cool things about it.
We'll regret it later if we let them escape. So let's take them out.
Like, you can kill the machines on here. It's really cool. Oh, jump. I didn't say it was any good, just that I found out. So you can just get around with like attacking the sides of it. That does damage, but yeah. Went with a bit more risky, faster approach.
Some kind of crystal?
Analysis. It is a core fragment from the machine life form. It is similar in structure to a plant cell.
A plant cell?
So, when I was recording this first time around, that's where my PlayStation started to get problems. It died. After defeating the scene, that didn't appear, and so it completely like didn't have that dialogue. And because it had been so long since I've played NieR, I was like, okay, that's fine. Went up these stairs, and this massive, almost screeching sound happened, and the roller coaster didn't appear. And so I was kind of stuck. I was like, well, where does the roller coaster appear? And it died. I was genuinely shocked.
At high speeds for the purposes of amusement. It was commonly referred to as a roller coaster.
Humans sure are strange creatures.
And down. Oh, it's so much fun. Ah.
Hey, 2B?
Yes.
People who know me well usually call me Nines, so...
Oh.
So what do you think? I mean, if you want to call me Nines, it's totally okay.
I often lose where I am sometimes just because I'm stupid.
Alright.
Well done, 9S, for doing literally all of the work there. Because I've got Shockwave, it's worth like attacking, even if I learnt this the first time around. It's worth attacking even as a way to get from A to B, rather than not. I'm just gonna check my microphone's on because yeah, it's fine.
Detected beneath this room.
Oh, sorry, I've just got a little bit wrecked because these are my favourite plug-in chips of all time. Not there. It's in defense. We're gonna take off. We're gonna take off. We'll take off movement speed. I really want to put drop rate in there, but that's. But auto heal, I need. What? What? We'll take off shockwave 2. We'll put in shockwave 1. I'm so confused what's going on. Right, let's put auto heal in. Right, so we've got 6 to use. We'll just put max HP up in there for now. So I'm up my 8 HP. So just look, it's after a certain time you stop taking damage, you start to heal. So if you've effed up, you kind of sort. I love this scene. So I won't talk. Sit back and enjoy.
What the hell?
Our records don't say anything about a machine like this.
So I do pole dancing as my sport, and it's not like I don't do things to like erotic. I do the pole I do is much more of a performance. It's to convey emotion or whatever, but it's usually used as a performance thing rather than to turn someone on. I love the fact it coordinates. It's attached to this beautiful piece of music as well. It just. But anyway, I really wanted to perform to this song, but I wanted, because you can do it because it's not claiming it as your own work. But the problem is, for me, I wanted to get the beautiful, want to be beautiful thing to create a whole theme around it, and I couldn't, and it honestly broke me, because I was looking desperately around for that bit of that like beautiful. I want to be beautiful without the scene of them breaking into or falling into the place, and it really upset me that I couldn't find it. So I never performed to this song. This is what you'll be doing as playing NieR. You're doing a lot of this, which is hacking, and I think it's really cool the fact they 8-bitterized every song in the game just for the hacking thing. That it's seconds.
If we take hacking damage, it'll affect our bodies as well. Tubi!
Beautiful, beautiful. I must be beautiful.
Those look like corpses.
The one thing
Attacked with dead androids.
I'm complaining about in this battle specifically is the camera later when you're being attacked by these is so bad. I don't know whether that's my fault of bad controlling camera or what, but in my opinion it's the biggest flaw of this fight is the camera. You're often just having to fight with the camera just to... It is in this bit, right? Okay. You have to hack, and hacking's not difficult, particularly. particularly. Especially when you've done it a lot, like I have. Yeah, you can't move the camera around. You get 3 lives while hacking. And time limit as well sometimes. This is your first experience with hacking, so like if you have, oh God's sake, I hate this fight. Yeah, it's a 10-second timer to defeat it, and if you don't, you take damage. In this fight anyway. When you do hacking as a genuine fighting mechanic, you don't get the damage. You just need to constantly jump, which is aesthetically pleasing in this game. Oh my god. Can you not see I'm trying to do a good video? Yeah, it's the camera that really, you've got to rely on the minimap a lot more than I'm comfortable with for a boss fight. I mean, there's worse boss designs. Ah.
I've almost analyzed the enemy's hacking pattern. I'm going to try to hack it back. Keep it busy.
You got it.
This is the easier fight, I find, the easier phase. Especially if you're not listening to the music because you're commenting. Like, if you are struggling with this fight, please, I implore you, just to get a headset. Get a headset, listen to the music, because it coordinates a lot of attacks with the music.
Affirmative.
Go! Thanks for the assist.
Oh, you mean the hacking? No worries. Us scanners are pretty good at that kind of thing.
You're such a
I've got
good
your
boy.
back anytime.
We have to save those androids.
I'm sorry, 2B. Their circuits are fried. I think they were only being kept alive by that enemy.
Oh.
I think this game does this work so beautifully. Like, oh, it's just so good.
So,
What is it?
that machine had some pretty weird things to say, huh? It's almost like it had actual emotion.
The machines don't have feelings. You said that yourself.
Yeah, I guess.
There we go. I don't know if I've told you how to do that jump, which is quite important. So, to do this jump, you double jump first, and then you press L1 and X at the same time, hold, and you should do that. If you evade first, you can't do it. So, it will just do that. And if you hold X after your second jump, it will just use pod to help you go down. So you need to double X, and then it doesn't always work. It's not great. I think actually if you stand still, Oh no, it does work. You've got to let go of the X, I think? Oh, I'm so trying to do it that way, right? Yeah. You've got to let go, otherwise you just shoot. There we go. Nice hidden little mechanic there.
Hostiles.
Kill it. It didn't come down the second time when my PlayStation was breaking. Well, tough.
I am not hostile.
Huh?
You defeated Broken Machine. You saved us.
This thing is awfully verbose for a machine.
We repay you. Come to our village.
Either way,
Awfully
it just
suspicious.
is going to tell you
I've
to go
never
to the
seen a
village.
machine that could communicate at this level. It might be worth checking out.
Let's go. Oh, it's so cute. I want this thing though. Thank you. Yeah, this way was closed before, so it opens up for you. He's a good boy.
This way.
There's no way to open that gate either. At least to my knowledge. NieR doesn't like you messing around with the environment too much, it does that for you.
This way. This way.
What's that?
Oh, right. You wouldn't have seen that before. They're sending supplies up from Earth to the moon and the bunker. There are no spare parts or fuel in space, after all.
Huh.
Let's go. Oh, there's the thing. I don't use a lot of the things that we have access to in this game, like Weapon Bracer and
So why don't the
Speed Salve.
machines, or the
I do use
aliens
Speed
who
Salve in
created
one
them,
instance.
attack the bunker directly? They originally came here from outer space, right?
Well, there are a few theories about that, but no one knows for sure. Hard to tell what an alien is thinking, you know?
Whoa. Let's go. I just love the fact it goes from 2D to 3D as well. That's a speedrunning tactic. Just being dragged along by the other machine. Let's go.
They all have white flags.
Looks like they really don't want to fight.
Yeah. Hi.
Again, there's something you must understand. We are not your enemies.
2B! We can't trust anything the machines say.
I understand that you see us as the enemy, but... Well, anyway. My name is Pascal. I'm the leader of this village. Those who reside here desire nothing more than to live a peaceful existence. Look around for yourself. You'll see that it's true.
Right. There's a quest. Excuse me, can you please help me? I need to find my little sister. She's lost. And it's all my fault. It seems she overheard me complaining about one of my parts was starting to seize up. So she went off to the desert in search of a replacement. It's been days now. She's still not back. Please, you have to help me. I'll pay you whatever you want.
She sure cares about her little sister, huh? Still, it's pretty funny to hear machines talk about siblings. Do you think she just means they were built at the same factory or something?
Maybe.
Oh. Some that are so cute. There you go. Oh, just slip them between your legs. Your legs, sir. Oh my god. No. No. I'm not stuck. Ah. I'm stuck. There we go. That was way harder than it should have had to been. They sell weapons here as well, which is really cool because when you upgrade them once, they give you a Robotoid discount. You know, we already have something of a relationship with you androids. In fact, I'm hoping you can take this to an enemy in the resistance camp. What is it? It's a fuel filter she requested. If you take it to her, it should make it clear that we're a peaceful group. Alright. Alright. I don't think... Oh, hang on, there's a quest. There's not a quest, it's one of these things. One of these bad boys. No, okay. Oh, for God's sake. The menu is so difficult sometimes. What's that? It's a quest. Get away. Do. It's not this day. This is such a peaceful song. It's so beautiful. They did such a good job with the soundtrack. Right, quest. Existent precedes essence. Man is nothing else but what he makes of himself. Additionally, hello? Yes? And you are... Wait, do not tell me. I have already deduced that you are here, so listen to me. Expound upon the great mysteries of existence. Well, enough. Let us begin by discussing the concept of existentialism. Essence and existence are two sides of the same coin, and yet what is existence? I'm glad you asked. To answer that, we require many long hours of... This is pointless. There's no point of talking to Jean-Paul. We stopped trying to figure him out a while ago. All he does is spout a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about something called philosophy. If you're curious about him, you have better luck talking to his followers. They tend to use smaller words at least. This guy's followers? More like fans, I suppose. But yes, there's quite a few of them out there who want to buy what he's selling. Don't ask me why. Some folks just get into that sort of thing, I suppose. There's even one Jean-Paul follower right here in the village. You know, the machine with the thick paint on her face? That's the one. So, Jean-Paul, Simone, Pascal, and most of the enemies you face are all philosophers or philosophers' names. So it's really quite interesting they've got a robot that studies or talks about philosophy in such great detail. It's fantastic. Hello, can we ask you a question? Do you happen to know a machine named Jean-Paul? I certainly do. Master Jean-Paul is a genius. You can rely on him for absolutely anything. Are we talking about the same Jean-Paul here? I can't do that accent anymore, I'm sorry. I'm bad with accents, we know. In fact, I was just writing to him to think about... No, try again. In fact, I was just thinking about how much wisdom he has to teach me, so I wrote him a letter asking for guidance. You could take it to him, won't you? Huh? I can't let that lady in the desert get in first, or that herpy in the amusement park. Harpy, not herpy. She's not a herp-filled person. Great, there are more of these weirdos? And wait, they have genders? A lot of the endings we're actually going to do late on in the game. We're gonna, because you can chapter select later on, so that's what I'm going to do. I can't remember when, but we'll do it eventually. I think that's the best way of doing it, so if you are looking for the endings and just how to do them, those will be towards the, when I get chapter select, and I'll start the endings things, yeah. Quickest way to get back to the village is this way. Oh, and you've got to push this.
If we move that box.
It makes it a shortcut between the two villages, which between the village and the main part, which is quite cool.
Operator 6022B. Time for your
they scheduled contact.
2B here. What's wrong?
There's this operator I kind of like, but when I asked her out, she turned me down. Honestly, 2B, I don't know how I'm supposed to go on living.
I am definitely not the person to discuss this with.
I don't think I can stand spending one more day in this bunker.
You leaving would be bad for me. It would affect mission efficiency.
Are you saying you need me, 2B?
All Model B combat units require the assistance of an operator. So,
2B?
that's all. Closing this channel.
So I'm just going to run back to the resistance camp. I was debating whether to end it there, but I was like, I forget how long this goes on. So I got some more beast hide, because beast hide is actually used to upgrade some weapons, and we will be upgrading every weapon, and we will be upgrading to level 4 of the max. The stories, I don't think, maybe. But we are definitely going to be... I've got so many update files coming down, what the hell? I don't even play to the games that's had updates, so this is... I don't know. I'm hoping it hasn't recorded, like, getting those in there, but, yeah. We're gonna see if we can upgrade a weapon. No. We need 2 severed cables. We need 4 severed cables. I'll have to look where to get that. Does he have the... Yes. So, machine cores sell for 10,000 each. Lovely choker sells for 2,500. Shattered earring is 500 each. See, it tells the other ones saying, oh, this is how much it is, but it doesn't say it's... Yeah, you can't count out the androids. System, EXP Gorge. It makes my life so much... It's just more aesthetically pleasing, you know? Upgrading pod is so difficult to do, so you won't see me doing that a lot. Where's next? I'll buy hammer. Just because I'm going to at some point, so there's no harm in doing it now. Oh, there's a quest. Whoa. Say, you're the new Yorha models, aren't you? I guess we're the newest, but now you mention it. Did you need something? I bet the new models could handle pretty much anything, huh? You might even be able to... No, I shouldn't ask, that would be rude. But yet... Why don't you tell us what's wrong? Maybe we can help out. Oh, well, if you insist. It turns out one of my friends has gone missing. Missing? That doesn't sound good. Where was the friend last seen? At the material storage site where he works. The storage site, eh? Maybe we should check it out. Oh, please, would you? Without him, please. You please? Okay. Okay. Right. So, we're going to be doing some side questing, later. But for now, we are gonna say that my name has been That One Dude. You've been watching me play NieR Automata. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.